tonight. So let's get this underway. Syrup versus Marcus.
So Syrup's gonna have to win 6 games, whether it be in a row. He's gotta have to work for it. Whereas Marcus can win. He needs to win just 3 in order to win this tournament. Like I said, we're going back to the Game & Watch Alex, Steve, whatever. Kind of getting flashes of Akola, Mia, the 2 best players in Japan. Finally, the fist bump coming out from the duo. This kind of feels like a situation like Akola and Mia at home, but that isn't really the case. But this is the grand finals, up to 10. I'm sorry for making that joke. Up to 10
you're
games.
good. You're good.
Up to 10 games to decide the winner of this tournament. NBS Syrup versus Marcus. We got a lot of Steve players who are prodigies. Oh, that was really good. I don't think Marcus is gonna have trouble getting back up from that. Okay, yeah. Syrup's had enough. Like, Syrup's had enough of just staying in this loser's bracket. So far, he's lost 1 game. That was to John, but he lost to John by the skin of his teeth. Just 1 game that he downloaded him almost completely. And that is so unfortunate. Marcus just aired us right into the grasp of lava. Ooh. Okay, that's a good momentum shift, but unfortunately it was only for a couple seconds because Syrup trying to run away from this, fails to hit the anvil, though it's just by the skin of his teeth pretty much.
Good defensive play from both players. Syrup kind of approaching a lot more than I think, and against a player like Marcus who's just willing to be able to camp you out, I don't think approaching Game & Watch is the best solution because up B, such a good move. Using that forward air to break blocks as well and apply pressure to Syrup as we go into potentially the next stock for Syrup. Nice damage.
Oh, the second? Oh,
I don't. Ooh, footstool down air.
No, footstool anvil.
Oh, yeah, down air.
Yeah, I like to call it anvil because I haven't, in my opinion, I haven't seen Tech him. He is a robot for that alone. I want to meme in this grand finals just like Syrup was doing with Marvale in that last game. I don't think you guys saw, but it was hilarious, especially that last game. I want to be like a little comedian. He almost died to a dash attack. That's wild. Very wild. That bomb's finally gonna be
take that stock.
Bomb to the face. He was incinerated, technically, because bomb's incinerated. Okay, that was really good. He unfortunately did not get all the apples. But one thing, in his winner's final set against Marvale, Marcus, it's pretty confusing now. He got most of 7s when using that downbeat, the judgment, and he got most of 7s. That back air is going to be able to get Marcus down to his last stock. This is only the first game, remember?
Ooh,
oh my god, he got a 9. This is the second time this top 8 that he's gotten a 9.
Yeah, unfortunately not going to be able to hit it, and it's going to be unfortunate for Marcus, who definitely would have liked for that to connect, to be able to, bring this to a very, very close 1-stock game, but Syrup maintaining this lead, just doing a very good job of just calling out Marcus for going for these up airs, and again, the general floatiness of the character definitely being exploited right now.
We are 3 minutes and 40 seconds away from finishing this game.
Extending the hitbox with the back air, able to hit that bomb, and that's what a lot of players have been doing.
Oh, that was a big punish. That could have been a big punish from Syrup. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Managed to get the back throw, or Marcus managed to hit the back throw. Only a couple more hits. I think one more macro block is going to take Marcus out of this game, or put him down a game. Oh, that was a great turnaround. That was a turnaround I have rarely seen. Syrup pretty much is going to win the game by the skin of his teeth, or technically, it looks like he was going to lose that stock, but never mind. So I'm assuming we're going to go back to PS2 again.
Good old.
Yeah, tried and true, no matter what it is since 2018. No, not PlayStation 2. Pokemon Stadium 2, making... let me try that again. It's PS can make the best games. Pokemon Stadium 2, making the best game since 2018! Sorry.
All right, let's get into game number 2. And right now, Marcus with a solid lead. Oh, the setup with the TNT and sending the anvil down to ignite it. Not to explode it, but just as a little bit of a mix-up for Syrup. Good techs all around, eating up a lot of this damage. And Marcus, once again, sent off stage. And I feel like in this matchup of who's able to play against each other's disadvantage, Syrup has been able to do that much better and get a lot more damage out, get all these moves, get all these combos out, and be able to hit them against Marcus, who has been struggling to play advantage, even though that's all Game & Watch really is, just all advantage.
For the first couple seconds of that game, I was going to be like, Marcus has had enough because he had a ton of damage build up, but unfortunately that's pretty much evaporated to an extent because Syrup is bringing this back. Syrup has brought this back so much. I'm not sure who he lost to in the winner's bracket, but he's gone on a tear. This top 8, he's lost 1 game, and that was the game 3 to John. He lost the first game to John, but he dominated the next 2 games. So there's a difference between dominating and being consistent. Oh, mining with your own hands. That could have been a good punish, but that will not be the... Okay, that was really good. That was really good. I really like that from Marcus. So that is going to take Syrup out of his first stock, but he has a Diamond Tool. Diamond Tools ruin lives. Just saying.
They do.
Anvil? I thought he was going to tech the Anvil. I don't think that's not possible, though. I think teching the Anvil doesn't... I don't think teching the Anvil really matters.
Yeah, because that does, I mean, it's like even if you tech it, it's just such a small platform to be able to move around, so you don't really get a lot off of it. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. Good back air to be able to call out Marcus trying to go for a forward air, and Marcus overextending just a little bit. Finally, though, Syrup getting that stock back, making this relatively even, because again, all it takes is one hit. Oh. All it takes...
One hit is all it takes. Just like, don't take it... I don't really know. Take it from Dua Lipa and change the lyrics to One Kiss. One hit is all it takes. Yeah, one hit is all it takes. If you know what I mean. That extra speed beam.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna give... I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop with the weird things. Okay. Okay, that bomb is not gonna incinerate Syrup enough. Okay, all the food items are... It's getting bombarded. That's too many food items.
Oh, no
okay, that
tech.
Was really good.
Untackable. Good edge guard right there from really Marcus. Just, again, character knowledge, being able to recover from those distances. Looking for the 9, not going to get it. Gets hit by the 3. And Marcus trying to get, you know, that little combo to be able to go into the next game with a bit of a mental advantage against Syrup.
I've said this early in the stream, but you want to win the first couple games in order to have momentum. I'm hurting internally right now. I'm not sure what you mean. Is that an insult to me or an insult to the players? I have no idea. Down air or the key is not going to be able to hit because...
To be fair, it is Game & Watch Steve, and I can't blame him.
Well, it's Akola versus Mia. Akola's main versus Mia's main. Can't really blame it either. Untakeable?
Nah, he was able to
This is actually really close. I think one more back air is going to tie up this game. If Syrup fails.
Ooh, being able to land into his minecart just to extend his distance, his forward momentum right there. But
and just bomb to his gate.
Gotta watch out. Once you land on Game & Watch, you gotta be so careful around his shield. Good back there once again. Marcus looking for this edge guard.
Oh!
No iron, by the way. Gotta keep that in mind. Okay. Able to come back. But the F smash.
That edge guard, that's probably if he if he loses this game, I'll blame him on taking that risk. If he loses this game, I'm gonna blame him on taking that risk.
Bro's just trying to mine. Able to tech. Tech again.
Oh, yeah. Do it again.
174%.
Do it one more time. Bomb him. Do it one more time.
The block still able to save it.
Do it one more time, Marcus. Please. 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 You gotta do it one more time. You gotta troll him. Bomb him. Bring him a bomb to the face and then incinerate him. If there's no blocks,
is just letting Syrup mine. He's so confident that he's going to be able to take the stock that he's not really afraid of, you know, a minecart with
if he doesn't take the stock, just taking that risk might have just cost him the game. This is so close.
You're right. This could have cost Marcus the game.
This is going to be over at 200. This is like Syrup doesn't want to lose. Oh, he missed. He didn't have the anvil. He didn't have power.
He didn't have iron. No,
this is actually ridiculous. Not enough. Not enough. Oh, no!
The forward air's a spike and be able to make that comeback.
I hate you so freaking much, bro. And now the Steve haters are literally mauling right now. Mauling their scalp out.
Yeah, and
What?
I mean, that just comes down to Marcus allowing Syrup to get these materials back, because if you're playing against Steve, you really don't want to let them have iron, have diamond, have gold, per se, because stuff like that can happen where you're going to be put into a bad position, because you let him live at 189%. It doesn't matter how much you live for. It doesn't matter how much damage you take. If you win that game, man, it's all that matters. That end result is really what's gonna matter the most. And Syrup with a 2-0 lead right now could potentially reset this bracket.
He needs to win 4 more games if he wants to win this tournament, but Marcus, he did such a good competition. He put up a great fight in that last game. Okay, he's just memeing. Both of these guys are memeing. They must be really good friends. Like, in the set and losers finals, Marvell against Syrup, they were just messing around for like the most part, especially that last game. Especially when Marvell denied the fist bump and like faked it out. He didn't do anything like super mean. It was just a deny handshake.
It may seem like
mean.
It may seem that like Marcus is kind of joking around with going for the 9, but no, he's looking for that. He's looking for that 9 to be able to take these stocks early. And speaking of taking stocks early, really questionable DI. Gonna take that stock away from
He's actually
Marcus.
popping off right now. Like, Syrup just had enough. He's just had enough of just staying in losers. I'm sure Marcus is fighting Steve. He might. Back throw, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's going to be a back throw. I almost said back air. Bomb into the fish. Okay, that was actually really strategic. He needed to use the Elytra in the right way so it didn't get hugely punished. Syrup 100% is winning this tournament. Like, I don't want to jinx it.
I wouldn't count my chickens just yet. I think Marcus definitely has an opportunity to win. Again, when you have, an extra set on deck, anything is possible, but Syrup definitely looking very strong to make this reset happen.
Oh, is he? Oh, I thought something bad was going to happen. And I don't think he noticed this, but he tried to go for the down smash, and he got punished so badly for it. Back air is going to get Syrup off stage. Well, that was a good punish. That was a good punish. Like, I would do that if I was Gonzalez as well. I would do something like that at least. Mid misses the key. Okay, this is getting ridiculous.
He was looking for a grab.
Like, the sets... Yeah. All the sets I've seen, or me and you, Jellyfish, have seen, what if he does? We should go Steve. I'm reading Twitch chat. It's not going to be a 3-stock. It might be a JV 3. No, it's not going to be a JV. Or even just a regular J stock, but Mark, Syrup, if he takes the stock, we're going to a second set, which I believe is 100% going to happen. We'll have it to 5 more games. We'll have up to 6. I don't know. Oh, he tried to go for 7. I don't know how many more games we're going to have to play if Marcus wins this. The bomb is not going to be able to hit because it was denied by Syrup. And that back air is not going to be able to kill it. It had enough potential to kill, but
I'm surprised that even hit.
Not enough. No.
Oh, that was a good air dodge.
He's going to... I really thought he was going to go for the back throw. In that situation, I would just go for the back throw. I would need to get the kill ASAP. Marcus's rage on deck, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he has a little bit of rage, but again, you're a Game & Watch. You're very light, and going up against a character with huge kill power like Steve, it's going to be so difficult. And right there, perfect example.
We're going to 3 more games. We have 5 more games to play, or at least up to 5 more games.
Yeah, so Syrup, quite a good reset. Now Marcus has to, reconsider a lot of his game plans, because when you're winning like that as Syrup, it's so difficult. I mean, sure, you can camp him out. And I feel like what Marcus needs to do more is utilize Bucket, because Bucket can reflect the minecart. So I think Marcus needs to be a little bit more aware of the tools or the moves that he goes for, and kind of read out Syrup's approaches, because again, with with Steve, his main approach option is gonna be minecart, and so if you read that out with down B, it's gonna be very difficult for Syrup to approach.
Speaking of the bucket, he used in the winners finals against Marvell. In the second game, Marvell was playing, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know what I'm saying. Marvel was using Lucario at one point. Gonzalez managed to use the bucket at the right time, and we were both going nuts because that game. And I think Marcus has had enough. He's been getting dominated by Steve enough, Syrup, I guess, enough.
Again, seed one
there's
for
the
a
mic
reason,
card.
right?
Up air.
Again,
I think you're gonna have to change that. It's not 3-0. It's not. Production.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to change that. Just saying.
Production will change.
Oh, that was a good way to deny the. That was a great way to deny the magma block, because if he got hit by the magma block, 100% he would have died. Right? Okay, that was good. Does not manage to hit the chair. That up B is gonna. He does manage to get under. He does manage to get umbrellaed for that anvil, or the downer, whatever you want to call it. Back air is galore. Here's the bomb. Syrup just has such good fundies. Like
nice.
I saw. Not enough. This is gonna be Steve.
I definitely think it's
that was
fundies.
Those are about to score, and that was terrible. Terrible.
It's a combination of generally good fundamentals of this game, but also just really good defensive play, right? Because you got a player like Syrup who needs to set up all these blocks, get his material as much as possible, and really, not expend his diamonds too early, not go for that. And right now, of course, he doesn't have a lot of tools, but he's still making a lot of damage with these up smashes, using up tilt as well.
He manages to hit 2 of those magma blocks in a row, but finally he's out, courtesy of a down throw coming out from Marcus.
Good nair from Marcus
now,
as well.
He has to do so much damage, and he only gets a 3, which is not even going to be close to enough. You got to risk everything if you want to hit a 9. You can't just taunt nonstop. You got to have luck on your side. It's just that some characters have RNG. Like, Hero does have RNG. Obviously, Mr.Game watches RNG with his down B. Some characters are RNG related, and I was talking earlier about, before the stream, I was talking about some players in North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina, by the way. We have a player named Chugs, and he is an RNG master. Just saying. He plays Hero. A lot of Hero players. I've seen there's a reason why Hero is banned in Australia. If I'm not mistaken, he's banned in Australia.
That's still a thing? I did not know that. That's crazy.
At one point.
Oh, yeah. When Hero came out initially. But, speaking of coming out, Syrup coming out on top right now with that side B to be able to get this lead again.
Oh, gosh.
And I was talking about it before, it could be good fundamentals from Syrup, but it's also just good stage awareness, just good positional awareness to be able to get a lot of these combos off, make the most of all of his hits, and again, setting up blocks, not just, retreating behind it and going for just trying to mine all of his materials, because he's being very careful with how he's approaching Marcus, and you'll love to see it. In the back, you're not going to kill just yet. No iron to come back, but again, Elytra, such a good move. Come back.
That's going to be an up smash. Oh, I really thought that was going to be a reverse up smash. Kind of like Mario.
I think F-tilt was definitely the right move there because it was a faster move. And you have Steve at such a high percentage that basically anything would have killed. So F-tilt definitely the right option there for Marcus. Yeah, there you go. Oh, good tech.
Block tech. I think
smash?
it's going to be... Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a really good up smash.
Yeah,
just
waiting.
Really good just smash. First
just
game of the reset.
Catching out Marcus a lot with his mash mix-up on that minecart and getting that up smash. Goes to show the patience that Syrup has to be able to wait out his opponents. And maybe, just shows how much, he's played against Marcus. Because when you play against players a lot, you kind of understand what they want, how they're going to move, how they're going to interact with your different setups. And so good stuff for Syrup to be able to spot that out going into this game, or this reset. 1-0 up and 44% already dealt. Good up air combos, good nil combos all around. That's just what you expect from perfect Steve play.
Yeah, from coming out from Syrup, he's a perfect Steve. He's up there with players like Quandale, Dingle-Ingleton, that's a weird name, like Onin, Quandale, Syrup. He's up there with some of the best Steve players in the United States. I'm not sure about the world, though. But I was going to say this. Syrup needs to win 2 more games if he wants to take this entire tournament. he's had enough of this losers bullcrap. I don't know who he lost to in winners, but he went on a tear. He's only lost one game so far and finally Marcus gets the lead. What I was saying was, so far Syrup has lost only one game in this top 8 so far.
Yeah, so Syrup had lost to Marvale actually 2-1 in top 8 qualifiers. So that's where Syrup is, you know, in terms of losers, but made a run again, showing why he is seed #1 in this tournament. Just holding down the fort for New Jersey. Good down air to be able to find that stock back, regardless of, you know, him losing it first.
Yeah, and that makes me realize that he got his revenge on Marvale, and it was a sweep. Although the last game was pretty much memeing. They Marvale win me brawler. Syrup with random, and he got Inkling, and they were both memeing the last game. And obviously Marcus came out, no, not Marcus. Syrup came out on top to to earn himself in this position. That's a lot of rage though for I almost said Mr. Game Watch for Marcus. Air is not going to be enough, or maybe that was the back air. I don't know. Key is not going to be enough either. Back air, like
going deep for this edge guard, not going to be able to connect it, and Syrup somehow making it back with that up B.
I think he would have made it back anyway.
It definitely looked very difficult because Marcus was going for an edge guard, but couldn't connect it, and the up throw gonna kill Marcus. Again, that weight from Game & Watch is gonna cost Marcus so much.
I'm really doubting. I'm really doubting Marcus's ability to get a download. Okay, that was a good angle for that forward throw. I'm really doubting that download. Yep. Syrup going up 2-0, one game away from winning this tournament, and it's just been a meme show. Dang.
Syrup with a very strong showing so far in winners, in grand finals, hasn't lost a game yet. But yeah, you mentioned it before how Marcus is going to struggle to get this download. I feel like against Steve, it's so difficult really to get a read on your opponent because of how frustrating the character can be. A lot of different tools that do so much damage, and you're going to die to a lot of different setups, like you saw earlier with that block there, that throw into the back, that grab into the back throw, going to kill Marcus. And it's just a lot of things you have to be aware of against Steve. It's so much that it gets overwhelming, and then you can't really focus on your own gameplay. You have to focus on your opponent, and that's where Steve thrives. When you as a Steve are able to play your game the way you want to, it's so difficult for your opponent to be able to answer back.
Like I said earlier, Syrup is in a great position right now. Oh, no, Syrup is in a great position. It's getting a little worse for him because if he loses 2 games, he still has to win 1 more game, even if Marcus wins 2 and wins 3, Syrup has to win 1 more. He is very close to winning this tournament. But Marcus, obviously, he's one of the best players in New Jersey, pretty much ever. He was originally a top 50 player, if I'm not mistaken, in the state of New Jersey, but always at the start of Ultimate. Wait, is that correct?
He was actually top 50 in the world.
With I guess in the state. That was in the...
That was PGR. That was PGR ranked back when Panda was you know, still.
Yeah, he and I don't know what I said, but Syrup still is 3 stocks away from winning this tournament, and it would have been it would be a dominant win if he's 6-0. He's up 5 games. He could get a 6-0 depending on what happens this game. But Marcus, he's gonna give it his all. Great player, like I said, top 50 in the world on the first PGRU. There's not gonna be enough. Goes to fourth match. Marcus finally getting himself a lead because he's wanted that for a long time.
Alright, so again, defensive play from both of these guys, and this is where the camping is going to come by, because Marcus, again, struggling to really find any openings, so he's got to make it himself, and the best way to do it is kind of just to move around, circle camp your opponent, and again, Game & Watch has the ability to do so. Finding openings again, gets that back air. Huge damage.
That's too much damage
from Marcus. 50%.
That's too much damage. I think he's gonna succumb to. I was assuming a magma block was gonna be able to take him out, but that's not enough. He's had enough. I really hope Marcus has had enough to the point where he can win this game, and at least get a sliver of the opportunity to get a reverse 3-0 and win this tournament. These guys are really chill. I'm not expecting a pop off or anything. because I like pop-offs, but you shouldn't expect them all the time. Oh, that anvil is going to even up the stocks. Syrup is one stock closer to winning this tournament. Bombs away. Too many. Tries to go. That's a down throw. And still too much damage coming up. Okay, that was incredible. That was like a great...
My God, Syrup, you monster. Was able to catch Marcus's recovery with the jump, sets up the block, gets the F smash, and goes to show you
That's a big one.
Nice.
This is finally a last stock situation. This is what Marcus has wanted. He needs like an even game, and this is probably the most even of a game he's had this entire set.
Definitely.
But still, he needs to win 3 games in a row. Syrup is 1 stock away from winning this tournament, but Marcus has a lot more work to do.
Yeah, plus Marcus has the lead.
Dash attack, 2 dash attacks in a row, back air. Okay, there's just too much damage coming out from Marcus. He just needs all this momentum. He almost has a full, he almost has a 100% lead. Oh, okay, that's a lot of tech. Bomb. Marcus needs to stay alive. And if he can, I don't know what to say if he chokes this, I don't know what to say. I don't want to jinx it, though. Oh, he just aired out of the way. That's a big punish. Tries to go for the flags. The flags, unfortunately, not going to be enough. And just detected. Oh.
I think Syrup wanted that minecart to hit on the platform, or rather land on the platform, to be able to read that.
Not enough.
Roll.
I think that's going to be it. No.
Oh, the mix-up! Going for it.
He really tried to... He was obviously throwing Marcus off guard.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
Syrup needs to take one. Marcus needs to take one. That was close. That was close. If he hit it a little bit later, Syrup would have won that tournament right there. Andrew, great Steve player. Top 4 Steve in the United States, according to the Loomer last year's Loomer. And we were getting so close. Arms away. We saw this in a previous game in this tournament.
It was actually the
one
last
more
game.
minecart, one more back air, one more anvil is going to do it for this tournament if Syrup wins this.
This is the exact scenario we saw last game where... Oh, nice.
And that is barely going to be enough. Marcus finally getting himself on the board. Took a long time for him to get at least some sort of download, but we're going to keep this going. We're going to keep this tournament going for 1 more game at least. And I'm assuming yeah, we're going back to PS2. I'm highly assuming. But that was probably the closest game this entire set. Like, yeah.
You talked about before how this was a very similar situation that we saw earlier in the set, and it definitely was, because Marcus was just allowing Syrup to be able to mine all of his materials, but at some point, you know, you're gonna jump, and Marcus was able to bait that out, just waiting for that right moment to pounce on his opponent. Gets the forward air to be able to bring this to game number 4, so still a lifeline for Marcus in this set, but Syrup again on a lot of momentum. Good downside.
He's gonna have so much. Like Marcus has a lot of problems. He has to work his hardest if he wants to at least take this game, because he's already down over 60%, or maybe a little, over 60%. I was wrong. So Gonzalez trying to run straight for trouble, but he is already down a huge deficit. Up there, as per usual, doesn't kill in situations like that. Almost gets hit by the forward air. Oh, that was good. And he really, really committed for that down smash, and he just narrowly managed to hit it. I think we're going to get an anvil from Syrup in a little bit because, well, yeah.
No iron right now, so there's no anvil coming out.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to the meter. I don't want to pay attention. And we get another big lead for Marcus. He needs a lot of momentum on his side and a lot of perseverance on his side, because see, he just got bamboozled by an anvil. He just got anviled. If he loses 2 more stocks, he loses this tournament. He's on his last legs. Syrup is in a good position to win this game and take this tournament as a whole. Obviously, you gotta flex your muscle if you're one of the best thieves in the world. On the last Loomerang, at the end of the year Loomerang, which just came out a couple months ago, out of all the Steves in the United States and North America, Syrup was the 4th, behind Onin, Quandale Dinglingleton, and Jake. I don't know what the exact order was, but he still had kind of a disadvantage because he has a stock disadvantage. But I don't want to jinx Marcus, because when I said he's had enough, I jinxed the guy who said he's had enough. Like, John had it. I said that to John in this set against Syrup, and he got literally downloaded at those last 2 games.
For sure, but I don't know about stock deficit. It could definitely happen right now if Marcus is able to find this, gets that jump read with that back air. Once again, looking for these edge guards and just playing so deep off stage. You love to see it, being able to kind of get out of your comfort zone and be able to get all these, you know, these reads, these hits, and ultimately damage.
So gotta do bombs away for Marcus. That is not gonna even come close to killing because it goes on the side. That he almost sided the up B. That was pretty crazy, and that key is gonna be able to kill. Marcus is the play perfectly. Despite the fact that he is up a stock, he wants to bring this and wins this tournament, obviously. So he needs to take the stock to at least, and he gets the 8. Okay, that was a good read. Like, I really appreciate that side. Oh, this might be a Mega Block, and yep.
It is.
Like earlier, Syrup is 1 stock away from taking this tournament, just like the last game. Let's see if he can prove the last game wrong, because he barely lost that. He barely lost his opportunity of winning the tournament 1 game early.
Okay.
We might get.
No way.
And again, nope. That was some big damage coming out from Syrup, but he is still a good hit away from winning this tournament. This is Fusion on the line. Fusion 192 is on the line. Like, it's only a mixed bag of 1 more hit for both Syrup and Marcus, because Marcus takes 1 more stock. If Marcus gets the stock, we're going to game 5 or game. That's it.
Ooh,
nice. That is a 6-0, and Syrup is gonna take it, just flexing the speed muscle. I don't know what is he saying?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
So he had the mask on. So yeah, Syrup is gonna take Fusion 192. I don't know if he's going to Genesis this weekend, but he still has a lot of momentum.
He is actually going to Genesis. He is seated top 64 along with his New Jersey compadre in WebJP. So definitely someone you should be looking out for in Genesis, which is going to happen this weekend if you guys want to watch that. But yeah, overall, I mean, Syrup really had a lot of the advantage for the most part, especially in the first set of grand finals, and the reset, the first 2 games were just all Syrup really. But then Marcus able to, bring it back by one game, didn't go, without getting a score on the board, but that lead was just a little bit too much for Marcus to handle. And again, defensive resilience, overall general resilience in this war of attrition for Syrup, and he's going to be your champion. Your second place
Fusion 129. I almost said 129. He wins Fusion 192, as I said earlier. This should give him a ton of momentum heading into Genesis this weekend. California, yeah. Oakland. Genesis is one of the most sought after tournaments in all of the fighting game community. On Liquipedia, it's a premier tier. If you don't know what premier tier is, it's the biggest tier on Liquipedia, liquipedia.net. I'm an editor for that website. It is such a cool website, but this tournament was ridiculous. Great comeback and great perseverance coming out from Syrup to take this tournament from the loser's side, only losing 1 game, I believe, in this loser's bracket to John. I don't really know about anything else, but it was a fun tournament to cast. I really appreciate you, Jellyfish, and Collision. I really appreciate you having on in-home casters, remote casters. I personally think that's really good for a few